For this week's Spotlight, we're joined by neurologist and associate professor at the University of Sydney, Simon Lewis, and the founder of Parkinson's awareness organisation Shake It Up, Clyde Campbell, who was diagnosed with the disease in 2009. Great to talk to you both. Thanks for coming in. Simon, we have seen Parkinson's disease in the headlines most recently with relation to Robin Williams, of course, and there's been an increase in cases as well. How big is that increase and why?
Well, we think that the clear risk factor for Parkinson's disease is ageing. Now, although 5% are under the age of 40 when they get Parkinson's, we know that as you get older, you get more likely to hit the disease. So in actual fact, we've got an ageing population here in Australia, so a greater proportion of people are likely to get Parkinson's.
We're going to hear a lot more about it. Clyde, you were diagnosed 5 years ago. Did you know
Yes.
anything about the disease, or what did you know about it?
Very little at that time. I'd been bulletproof healthy my whole life, and to be able to get up, start to shake when I was delivering a speech was just completely out of my normal character. So yeah, real shock, didn't know much about it, but it's been a steep learning curve since.
So how old were you when you were diagnosed?
44.
So
Yeah.
young. You've got 3 little kids. What impact has it had on your life?
I've been pretty fortunate, been so healthy all my life. It's early in the Parkinson's, and Parkinson's is different to every person. So my progression has been relatively slow to date, and been pretty fortunate I haven't had a lot of the other symptoms of Parkinson's in depression and areas that drastically affect your life.
Well, I understand that 1 in 2, so half of the people with Parkinson's suffer from depression.
Yep.
Why is that? Is it because of the symptoms, or is it something neurological that happens?
Look, it's a good question. Some people used to think this is a reaction to the disease, but I don't think there's very good evidence for that. In fact, most of the evidence is pointing us to the chemistry set. You heard in the clip there that cells in the brain are dying, not only the cells that affect your movement, but also affect your mood and your sleep and your memory and all these other features we see as the disease advances.
In terms of the symptoms, when you said you didn't have all of those symptoms, Clyde, apparently only a third of people don't get the tremor, is that right? So what are some of the other symptoms?
So physically, people are looking out for the tremor, obviously, because that's the most obvious. But of course, slowness, stiffness and poor balance would be some of the physical features that people should look out for.
Clyde, I understand that you are absolutely steadfast in your belief that you will help find a cure. There will be a cure.
There will be a cure. Yeah, we've got to go in stages. How do we get better treatments, ultimately stop the disease, and then how do we reverse it? And the holy grail is our cure.
And what do you think the likelihood of that happening in the distant future? I mean, what does Parkinson's need? More money is usually the answer.
Yeah, we went through a pretty simple process. So it had to have 3 stages to it. To be able to find the cure, we needed to do more research. To do more research, we needed to raise funds for those researchers. And that's what we set out on the journey with 3 years ago.
Well, best of luck with it. We will put all of the details about your organisation, Shake It Up, on our website. Terrific to talk to you both.
Appreciate
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And as I said, for more information on Parkinson's disease, head over to the Daily Edition Facebook page.